India is finally a global superpower, unless you ask the countries it actually shares the border with. Even with India being the largest economy in South Asia, its own neighbors are choosing China consistently. Not because China is better, because China understood something India still doesn't. In 2023, the Maldives elected a president whose entire campaign was based on two words: India out, and he actually won. In Bangladesh, the moment the pro India government fell, anti India protests erupted across the country. Not over policy, over identity. Being close to India had become politically toxic for some reason. In Nepal, every time a government wants to assert independence, they play the China card. It started after India's 2015 blockade and it hasn't stopped since. Three different countries, three different political systems, same pattern. Distancing from India is now how you win elections in South Asia. And while this is happening, China is happily writing checks. $150 billion invested across India's neighbor since 2018. Ports in Sri Lanka, bridges in Maldives, power plant in Bangladesh, highways across Nepal. And here's how China really operates: fast money, no loyalty needed, no lectures on democracy, and the local government gets to cut the ribbon and take credit. India shows up with historical ties, cultural proximity, and an expectation. You're a neighbor, you should be with us. That's not a strategy, that's an assumption. China doesn't really need to be liked by your neighbors, it just needs to be useful. And useful, it turns out, beats familiar every single time. Step back and think about what happened in Indian telecom, for instance. BSNL had the best network, the reach, decades of presence in every corner of the country, and then Geo showed up. Free data, fast rollout, no legacy baggage. Within 3 years, BSNL became irrelevant, not because Geo was a better company, because Geo made a better offer. China is doing to India in South Asia what Geo did to BSNL in India. India isn't losing its neighborhood to a better country, it's losing it to a better offer. And in geopolitics, just like in business, loyalty doesn't survive a better deal. Remember that.